everybody, Gina DeLuca here. Before I get started on this next painting, I wanted to show you something. This is the baking paper, parchment paper that I use, just so I don't have to change the plastic out all the time. And this is the primary element, this stuff with that stuff, the Vivid Polypore, also by ColourArte. When I peeled it away, look how pretty that is. It's, I showed in the previous video that the back of the painting that I did, this stuff had soaked straight through the gesso and the canvas and had colored the back of it. But that got me to thinking if there's a way to make skins and wind up with a way to utilize the substrate that it winds up on. You can see if I turn this over. Yeah, I mean, that looks just like watercolor. I don't know if you can really tell, but the blending is really pretty. So I'm gonna have to play with that some, and I'm also gonna try using this stuff as watercolor too, because obviously it blends like watercolor. Okay, on to the painting. Okay, today I have a 10 by 10 canvas. This is a fulfillment for my GoFundMe pre-order campaign for my CD. And the colors requested were indigo, red, and gold. I'm gonna try a straight pour. I'm experimenting. Hopefully this pans out well. Colors: Artist Loft Deep Red, Basics Phthalo Blue, and I have, I don't have the bottle for it, but it's gold, the Floetrol gold. To the gold, I have added the Bling It Gold Pearl by ColourArte, or the primary elements. And to one of the blues I have here, I added the Snapdragon to make it more of an indigo, because I didn't have that color specifically. And I do love the saturation that these pigments have, so I really wanted that color to pop. This is the Phthalo Blue with a drop of white added, just to give some contrast between, if you can tell, between the indigo. This will be the background and the base coat. I have mixed those. 1 part paint to about 1.5 parts Floetrol. To the lighter blue, I have added 1/2 part pouring medium. Actually, probably not even a 1/2 part, maybe like 10 drops, bigger drops. To the other colors, I have added about 10 drops of the matte medium. I'm gonna try to make those sell. We'll see what happens. Let me don some gloves and we shall start getting messy. The consistency that we're looking for. When you drizzle the paint off of your stick, it just disappears immediately. It does not form a mound. It does not sink. The proper height to do that from would be like 1.5 to 2 inches. If you come up from too high, it will sink. So 1.5 to 2 inches gives you the proper height to test that consistency. I'm going to put a bit of this in the bottom of what will be my pour cup. And the rest will become the base coat. Okay, I'm going to pour half of this gold, about half. Let me check my consistency. Okay, we're still good. And now the indigo. The rest of the gold. And then the red. Okay, the red did sink. That's a good sign. So did some of that gold. Also a good sign. Let's do this. I do believe I will be getting red cells. Some gold lacing, if nothing else. Oh dear. Well, I just dipped my finger in that. You're not supposed to do that, by the way. All right, I'm going to go in this direction first. There's a lot of paint here. I'm definitely going to have to do some stretching and some heavy tilting. Schmutz, I see schmutz. It appears I have another bad bottle of the Artist Loft Flow White. It is chunky again. Okay, I'm gonna leave this alone and I'll bring you in for a close-up. Okay, this has been sitting for a bit. The edges have started to dry. Looks like I have some dripping. I'm not perfectly level. All right, so some of the red popped up through the gold. And the indigo that I created is very pretty. I'm really liking the intensity of that color. And the gold is a little extra blingy because I added the interference to it. So all in all, I'm pleased with this piece. Hopefully the client will be too. All right. I hope y'all learned something. Please like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Do check out the description box below for links to my PayPal tip jar if you feel so inclined. See right there, you can see the difference between the lightened phthalo and the deepened. Some contrast there. My Amazon link, the items that you see me using, can be found in my Amazon store, but also in anything that you purchase off the entire site of Amazon. If you enter through that link, I make a small commission of at no additional cost to you. My website, GinaDeLuca.net, where you can purchase my paintings and my music. And last but not least, our Facebook group, Go Make Some Art. Join us over there. Post your masterpieces, ask your questions, and should you find yourself in a painting pickle, there's always someone there who's willing to help you out. Or you can just come get some inspiration. All right, you guys, that is it for me. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Now go make some art.